Yo, what is up? Welcome to the Dope and Tape Show. It is Tuesday. This is episode 121. We have Vegas Valley Fire. And I don't know about y'all, but I think that's one of the coolest names ever. Like, it just rolls off the tongue. Like,
Vegas Valley Fire.
yeah, who do you work for? Vegas Valley Fire. That's right. The dream team,
It does sound good.
It sounds good, right?
Let me
And
see.
we have Matt. Matt, you're in the service department, correct? Is that right?
Yes. Yep, I run the service department here.
And that's awesome. And guys, thank you so much for coming on. I don't know if y'all have seen my Instagram today. Will's Lacrosse, he's like a legend in fire pumps. We've had him on the show. We're gonna start having him more often. And this, he's gonna come on. Well, he talked about once a month, but we'll see how that goes. And just doing a fire pump class where people will just come in here and ask any question. He can just answer. He's done pumps around the world, and he's extremely sought after. His phone goes off like crazy. So I was there. Fire Tech had a master fire pump course, and they asked me to come by and kind of help them with that. And then I did some videos. So I'm gonna do some commercials and some advertisement for Fire Tech. You know that I huge on education and developing a future for yourself and a career. And really with fire protection, I think I said this either last episode or one before, we can make the most amount of money like in the shortest amount of time. We just have to get certified. We don't have to go to college for a 3-year course or anything like that. All we really need to do is get on NICET, get certified. And I tell you to get the book, tab out the book, highlight the book, memorize the book, and then get you around it. It's like $300, right? I know there's some cheaper, a little bit more expensive, but they're like $300.
This is
That's
your
nothing.
career.
Yeah, that's nothing for what I want this new gun. I want to take my family on a vacation. I'll just get a certification. Boom, paid for, done. You don't have to open a credit card, you know. So
All right.
I'm big supporters of them, and I'm excited to kind of talk to them, and maybe we'll do something in the future
Discord in
with
here.
Wheels and Fire Tech. But hey, Matt, thank you so much for joining us. Is anybody in the comments yet? What we got, Bobby?
Just getting everything going here, letting everyone know in the Discord we are live. We got Chandler. What up, Chandler? Everybody joining, thank you so much. We got Matt from Vegas Valley Fire. If you could please hit the like button and the subscribe button, we'd greatly appreciate it. And we're gonna get back to a great talk for you guys right after a quick word from our sponsors.
Being your best requires working with the best. Vegas Valley Fire Protection is a growing alliance of the industry's best talent. Why? Because we empower our team with best-in-class in-house training, career advancement opportunities, unique 4-day workweek programs, generous wage scales, health insurance benefits. And we just happen to be located in the country's best-rated city to live, work, and play, Las Vegas, Nevada. Ready to be your best? Apply today.
Boom, and we're back. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. Matt, let's talk about you a little bit. Been in the business 18 years?
Whoa,
18 years, yeah.
18
we know
years.
how that feels.
Yeah, it's a long time. You're married to it now. You got sprinkler water in your blood.
Yeah. This was my first family for sure. Vegas Valley.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you did your whole career there. That's right.
Whoa,
Yeah,
That's
I've been
pretty-
here since I was 18.
you know, you don't hear that ever.
18? You've been in 18, so half your life.
Half my life here at this company.
Yeah,
That doesn't happen.
that
like,
doesn't happen. That
What's
doesn't
that for
happen.
a second?
It's a
Like,
sign for that's a sign of a good company right there.
yeah, and a lot of times, dude, a lot of time. I mean, I've been to a lot of companies. I've been to, geez, I don't even know if I can count them. Maybe 6, something like that. Like the typical going rate for me is like every 2.5 years. Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, pretty much every single person on our management side has been here 10 plus years.
That's great. That is a good
Incredible.
sign. I love to hear that. And Vegas, I mean, man, you guys get to deal with the good heat, huh?
Yeah. For us,
Nice and dry.
there's a lot less climate conditions to worry about. You know, if you can stand the heat, it's just go. It's
That's
just go,
true.
go, go.
That's true. I guess I didn't look at it like that. If you just deal with the heat, I like the idea of another season coming where I can I'm freezing and then I'm like, man, I can't wait till it's hot, and then you're hot and you're like, can't wait till it's cold, and you kind of it's
Yeah,
not always
well,
just one thing.
in Boston, like when you're freezing, and it's only like warm for like 3 months. So it's just stuff, like Boston's not a good move. But
Listen,
Vegas,
Georgia ain't
like,
too special, kid. I'm not gonna lie to you.
no, it is just because you're hating. I think you are hating on it because you don't live here, which I understand.
I don't
It's
know.
easy.
I don't
It's
know.
easy to hate on something you actually like. Oh, this is nice, but I'm not here, so screw you guys.
I'm happy to be
Most
here. I'm
people here
happy to be here.
enjoy the heat for sure.
But Las Vegas is consistent,
Yeah.
very
We're
consistent.
cold 3 months out of the year, so we got the opposite effect here.
Okay.
The 3 months is nothing. And
All
how
right.
cold does it get when you say it gets cold?
I mean, it gets cold in portions of the city once you get closer to the mountain, but cold is relative compared to where you guys are at. Doesn't really
Yeah.
get cold
What about
here.
like temperature wise? Like what are
I
we
mean,
looking
we get down in the 30s and 40s at night for
at?
sure.
Oh, okay.
It's chilly in the desert. It's chilly. When we went to Vegas, we stayed at the Luxor. What do you think of that?
Luxor's cool. I mean, it's one of the OGs in the city. It's one of the only ones that hasn't been torn down yet and redone.
It's like walking up
It's,
on the 20th floor, like near my balcony. It's an
what was
eerie
it?
feeling up there.
48-degree angle elevator,
Yeah,
right?
we're going up like sideways. I'm like, yo, something's wrong with this elevator. He's like, nah. There's a big sign.
Yeah.
It's like you're going sideways or something. Yeah, it was definitely that was an experience to
Well,
say
that
the
one's a
least.
trip, having the whole open concept in there.
Yeah, it's definitely a trip. I was right on Google. I asked Google how many times people have jumped off, and it wasn't a good answer.
Ooh.
Right?
Oh,
Wow.
no. I mean,
All right, what do we got in the comments? What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining. Let's go. Becky, loyalty, love it. Grow together. It does get cold in Vegas. Jason, what up, brothers? Chad's here. Not your Chad, our Chad.
yeah.
Oh, your Chad's there too, somewhere. George, thanks for joining. Everybody, appreciate you. Sprinkle 'em in. That's it. So I'm down in Georgia right now. I'm like up the street from Brian.
Are you really?
Yeah, oh, I'm in Atlanta.
You should have just came over.
No, this is my
Like I
hotel
got
room. I don't
home
have to
30
deal.
minutes
Once I
ago.
shut
What
this
did
off, I don't have to
you
see you ever again till like tomorrow, kid. I might not even have to see you till. Oh no, I do have to see you tomorrow. Shit.
You guys see me tomorrow?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, unless you're gonna tell me I don't have to come to that dinner.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You are coming to my house. Dang it.
Shit. The way you texted me, I almost thought like I wasn't invited, but then you
Well,
just
it was
you
like,
just reeled me in, kid. Can't just let me
no, I
chill.
just threw it out there. I was hoping you would say you were busy, but I was,
Yeah, I'm wicked busy down here in Atlanta, doing nothing at night. Oh shit, that's good. Now we'll come over for some arepas, kid. Sarah better
some
be on her best
arepas,
behavior, right?
arepas,
What is it?
arepas,
Arepa. That's like what I
arepas.
said. I just didn't say
You're
arepa.
supposed to roll the R, but I can't roll the R. No, you said a rapist. That was not,
Arepas. Oh, all right.
man.
Back on track here. Ferguson
Yeah.
in the house. Yo, what up, Carter? Tyler, there's a lot of new names in here that you're bringing, Matt. Everybody, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much.
Yes, please
The
leave
road
this
to 1,000. It's been
like
long.
as
It's been
well.
long, but it's been rewarding.
So, Chad, you started at 18. Who brought you in? Because typically in this industry, someone brings you in.
My best friend brought me in. He was working here at Vegas Valley, and I was in EMT school at the time, and I didn't know that getting into the fire department was such a political thing. And he was already doing fire sprinklers, and I said, "Hey, do you want to come work with fire sprinklers? It's close." So I said, "Yeah, of course I do. Let's try it." And I've been here ever since.
That's
I
awesome,
didn't
man.
think I was going to be doing it for so long, but I truly fell in love with it. I got extremely good at it, and then from then on it was just get better and better and better and better. How much can you learn? And still to this day, I'm still learning stuff every single day.
So true. Every day. You can never stop learning. There's always something to learn in this industry. Says you guys do 98% commercial work. Fire sprinklers, hydrants, extinguishers, fire pumps. What's your main bread and butter, you think?
I would say our bread and butter is definitely warehouse work.
Okay.
Wow.
Big,
Yeah.
giant tilt ups. That's where we're at consistently is warehouse work. And then obviously after that's built, we take over the inspection and maintenance contracts, and that's really blown us up.
Okay,
That's
awesome.
where everybody wants to be.
Yep.
When I started, I think we were maintaining maybe 6 fire pumps weekly, and now we're over 90
90, huh?
and
Man,
constantly growing. We'll be over 100 this year for sure.
man, sounds like you need some service techs.
We do desperately.
We do.
So
So
what did
I
you
think that's
start
why we're
doing the
here.
service? So you started off as guess as new construction and you
I
started.
mean, when I started, we weren't really divided up yet. It was one day you might be doing an inspection, the next day you might be doing a TI.
Okay.
So we didn't really separate until years in.
That's why you
Where,
got so good at it.
yeah,
You were doing both. Not a lot of people get to do both. That's
it was
very rare.
touching everything back then. You might be doing a weekly pump run in the morning and then a TI at 9 o'clock.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah,
cool.
until you get consistent enough, you have to do that. And
Absolutely.
and then once you get big enough, you have to divide it.
Yes.
Yeah, you have no other choice. Or your books and your schedule's gonna be ridiculous. Like it's gonna be all over the place.
Yeah.
There's not gonna be any kind of structure.
Yeah, now we're divided into new construction, and then we have a TI department that just focuses on the smaller TIs. I mean, they're not so small when they're a couple hundred heads, but they focus mainly on just cutting in heads. And then the service department as a whole is service and inspections and extinguishers, backflows, all of that is underneath me.
Oh wow.
Okay, that's awesome.
That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff.
You still
Yeah,
get out there and get your hands dirty?
not as much as I'd like to.
Yeah. More of a pen and keyboard kind of thing now, huh?
And yes.
Yep, you got to push that stuff. So
But man,
so I think we're here to try to help you find some service techs, right? That
Service techs, inspectors. We're just looking for qualified people that might want to get out of where they're at and move to somewhere that's more stable. The valley is an extremely stable environment to work in.
there's a lot going on in there, man.
Yeah,
A lot
we're
going on in there.
the city's really, really growing quickly. It's a great place to be right now.
What are the sprinklers like in that sphere? Has that thing got heads all
Oh
the way up
no,
it?
I haven't been in the sphere.
They turned it on like the day after Brian and I left.
Oh,
Like we looked at it, it
yeah,
was dark, and then like I got home and I seen people on Instagram posting like the eyeball. I'm like, man, a
the
day.
the the sphere is sick to see, and it's forever changing. I don't think I've ever seen it be the same thing twice.
Yeah,
But I
well,
don't
that's
know
that is
about the
cool.
configuration of the system.
I'd love to see it. We're gonna go there next time we're in Vegas. We're going in there.
I wonder if it's operated off of water cannons, like flame detector water cannon, because
At
you
the
can't
airport.
just because I mean that I think that sphere, like the LEDs or whatever they use, goes all the way up to the top.
Yeah.
Boom. We got an
From what I
LED concealed plate.
I mean, one of the benefits of working here is the people that get so stressed out working in the ginormous facilities, the big casinos and everything. We don't maintain any casinos whatsoever, and we're
uh,
extremely busy.
that's
So,
something I would not want to deal with.
Oh, so you guys
yeah,
don't even mess with the casinos?
none of them. We're
Wow,
not
I
in
would
any.
have. That's not what I would have thought at all. I mean, that's crazy. Because there's probably just
But
so much headache involved with them, or what?
Oh, I'm sure
all
it's
the
a nightmare.
surrounding warehouses, all the littler facilities, we're all over it.
Right. That's the stuff that comes after all the big casinos.
Yeah,
So I see why work here. Extremely generous relocation package, industry plus pay levels, 100% employer paid health insurance, 401k with match, quality tools company vehicle, continuing education sponsorship, and advancement is encouraged and supported. So I don't if
absolutely.
anyone's here and you're thinking about going to Vegas, these guys are doing it.
Well, let's not skip over 100% healthcare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Did I
now,
skip
is
right
that
over that?
individual? Is that for the employee or is that for family?
For the employee, yeah. It doesn't
Okay.
you don't start adding on until you add on the family.
Okay.
Okay. So
But
even that,
that's
that's
still
great.
good. I mean, that reduces you what, like $150 a month or more?
Yeah.
Let's
More for sure.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Are they trying to get people to move? Yeah, Chad. Yo, what's up, Jason? Raymond. Raymond, I was just in my emails looking for the ad you guys just watched, and I seen that you were emailing me. What's up with that? Becky says, "Who's Chad?"
Who's Jack?
Matt was my boss for many years. I consider him my brother. Solid dude. Tyler Full.
Yep. He's a good guy.
Ryan Johnson, local AHJ watching. Yo, what up? AHJ in the house. You want to come on the show?
Please
That
come on.
DM me dopeandtape@gmail. We'd love to have an AHJ in here. Tommy
yeah,
Howard,
that's
I'm
my best
glad
friend.
Brian heard it that way too. I thought Bobby said he was going somewhere for a rapist. A rapist. A
A rep,
rapist. How did I say it
a
again?
rep,
A
a rep.
rapist. Rapist. I can't talk like that.
I'm not even trying.
Don't try.
Michaela, the best friend you could ever have. Michaela. Michaela Crelly. Oh,
That's my wife.
that must be the wife.
Oh,
That's
that's
what I'm
what's
just saying.
up. Hey, all right.
Thank you for joining us. Yo, the Matt Bass is here. It's a wet system in the sphere. I know a guy. Love it. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for
So
joining. Please
let's
hit the
say
subscribe
someone in
button.
the dope and tape community wants to go to Vegas Valley Fire. Like, is there a relocation package? Have y'all discussed that, or is that something that they would have to figure out, or what would that look like?
So right now, we've only had one guy take advantage of it, but it's basically you send us your or bring in your stack of receipts for what it cost you to move here up to $10,000, and we'll take care of it all.
Okay. And
Okay.
what about like an Airbnb or something when they get there until they can find like an apartment or something
Yeah,
like that?
whatever it takes to get them going and started here in Vegas to get them up and running on their feet, then we're all over it.
Is there a certain time period that they have to work for the company or having like an agreement? Say, hey, you got to come here for like 90 days
We got
or
it. We have it set up right now at 6 months, I believe.
6 months. Okay, well, I would say that's very fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
very
mean,
fair.
one of the huge perks that we have going on right now, and I think maybe one other company in town is doing it, but we're trying to get all of our employees on a 4-10 schedule.
Oh,
I've been
yes.
hearing about this.
More
Then
intense,
they get
even
their
on
3 day weekend,
an
right?
Yeah.
inspection side.
Yeah. So we're trying it throughout the whole company. It's really already happening in my department. My dispatchers are already on 410s. Inspectors are already on 410s.
What do you got? Some
And
guys on Monday and some guys working Fridays?
yeah, yeah.
That's
And
cool.
I left it up to them to choose which day they wanted off, and they did it amongst themselves,
I
and
want
it's all
Monday off because
Yeah, I'm
Friday's
a
the best day
Monday
to
guy.
be on site, right?
Yeah, no
so
one does anything.
Yeah, right. That's not true. Friday's just like the morale on a Friday is the best day of the
yeah, for
week,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
Everybody's happy, great mood.
Great mood. Yeah, I love that.
It's Friday, baby. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, give me Monday off, the day that no one wants to go to work.
What is this thing doing?
What about education? You don't have any perks for
So
guys who
with us, you
that
guys were
go?
saying nice set. We don't require the nice set for the sprinkler fitters to come out or the inspectors. There is a nice set. You can get nice set certified, but for us, the only thing you need to get going is a G card certification. And once you get started, our owner, Shane Murphy, will sponsor you to get your G card. So it's a lot simpler process to get going and get started here in Vegas.
What would that G card process look like?
So when you come in and we kind of feel you out and make sure that we can trust that you're going to work for the company and be a great fit
Oh, of
for
course.
us.
Yeah.
Then Shane writes a letter to the state fire marshal and sponsors you saying, I trust this person to do the job correctly. And then they come down from Carson City and test every 3 months. Or if we needed it done quick, we do trust that employee, then we'll send them out to Carson City to take the test immediately.
Okay.
And you
Pretty
can
cut
get
and
started.
dry.
Yeah. I am curious how you manage this. So let's say a service guy does, or even more. A inspections or service, all right? You quote the work for 8 hours or 10 hours if you can. Let's say the inspector or the service guy gets done early. Like, how do y'all handle that? You know, the guy's trying to get his 10 hours, but sometimes you just can't feel it from the job doesn't require it or they're not even open, you know? So how do
So
you
for us, we try to fill their days the most we can. You know, there's not a lot of going home early around here. There's a lot of stuff to do, a lot. So it's either go help someone else, get your truck ready for tomorrow. It's not a lot of just, hey, go home, have a good day. You got done early.
Yeah,
yeah, preparing for the next day is big.
that
I
is
think a
big.
Yeah.
lot of companies like overlook that.
Of course.
And a
Yeah.
lot of techs overlook it too. I'm a
Absolutely.
big fan of preparing for the
Yeah.
next. Um, a lot of times, like in my position, I'm sure as well as yours. Like on Sundays, I'm like, all right, what am I doing on Monday? Do I have everything? Am I ready? Does everybody else need anything? Is there something that needs to happen before Monday?
Of
And it
course. Yeah.
it helps. Same thing for the field guys, getting your truck ready.
Hey,
Do
you
I
meet
have
a
all
Yeah.
you
the
meet a
things?
guy named Estrada today? What up, Bobby? I met Brian and Chad today at Atlanta.
Oh, what's up?
Let's go.
Thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Appreciate you.
Yeah, and
Big
fire tech,
country.
there's guys all over the place, from
Justin
Ohio,
Garmin. Most
from
sprinkler men on the
California.
East Coast do 410s Monday through Thursday. My family has done that for over 40 years. Yo, I was born and raised on the East Coast. They weren't allowing us to do that.
I love it. I love it.
For the chat and the guest. Does your local licensing requirements have NICET equivalent?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we have the nice set. You can get your nice set certifications here.
Oh,
You just don't have to have them to start
Right.
working.
But I think the question's asking if like the G card's useful in other states. And I don't believe so. I think it's only a
No,
Las Vegas thing.
I
And
think
then
it's a
Las
Nevada
Vegas is
Vegas
thing.
Vegas
also,
is special.
Yeah.
yeah, so special they have their own little standard
They do.
too.
Yeah.
They have their own rules. We've heard about this.
Yeah.
Immediate
I'm sure.
fire.
Oh yeah, Media Fire. They're over in Cali.
That's your buddy. Oh, Callie came all the way to Georgia for that class?
Yeah. Dude, this is a
Wow.
master pump class from Wills Lacrosse. I mean, bro, I would come too.
World renowned.
Yeah,
Huh.
big deal.
That's pretty
The
cool.
amount of information that he's given
I'm right in
out.
Atlanta right now. What are we gonna do?
You even gonna work tomorrow? You got something to do?
Yeah, I'm going to Gainesville, bro. We got shit to do. What time are you picking everybody up, bro?
I'm picking Becky up at 8, and then hopefully we're gonna go get some coffee.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, no,
We got a shop day, meeting day.
I gotta go get some shit in the morning and then I'm going up to Gainesville. Or down. I don't even know which way it is.
Nice.
Which way is Gainesville? North or south from me?
It will. Well, I don't know what county you're in.
I'm in Atlanta, in the city, bud.
You're in the city,
Yes,
and
downtown. My wife told me the truck's gonna get robbed.
then it's possible. You have bags in there?
Huh?
You have bags in there where
I mean, I
people
took
can.
all. I got. Yeah, I mean, I got shit. I got all my tools with me.
Don't leave anything that looks like someone might want it.
I parked in a good spot in the garage. It is what
Yeah,
it is. It is what it
no,
is, kid.
it
I'm gonna
doesn't
sleep
matter.
fine. I'm gonna sleep fine. Take it if you want.
I get so
Keeping them
so
honest.
so Chad. My Chad came from California and he came to Atlanta. This
Your
is his,
Chad? Hold on. Your Chad?
yeah, my
It's
Chad.
our
And
Chad.
no, you don't get him unless I give him to you.
No, no, he was my friend first.
No.
Yo, yeah, yeah.
But he's in Atlanta. All right, moving on. All right,
I think
let's
I
stop.
think Brian still has my name as Chad in his computer.
Yeah.
Oh, does it? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's good.
So he came from California. Started yesterday. Today's his second day. It's been a blast since he got here. And I told him, I was like, all right, there's two things you really need to know. So in Atlanta, there's a perimeter. 285 goes all the way around Atlanta. Never get gas inside of the perimeter ever. And then if you go inside the perimeter, then you need to hide or just bring whatever you have with you from your car.
Am I in the perimeter?
If you're in Atlanta, then for sure.
Oh, they don't want it with me, bro.
Typically, I don't think the guys are messing with trucks with pipe racks.
Yeah, I'm in the garage.
Yeah, I don't
There's a
know.
garage
But
under this place.
but you'll be going north. North. You'll probably drive like 40 minutes.
Yeah, probably. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
good. What's the
Do you
typical?
have any
What's your typical commute out there in Vegas, Matt?
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I'd like to say 20 minutes like it used to be, but it seems like the freeways are under a lot of construction right now. So it's gotten painful. But once they get done with that, it honestly, you can get pretty much anywhere in the city in 20 or 30 minutes.
That's pretty good.
Oh, whoa.
So
Yeah.
it's you're still working. You're working relatively close. Just a matter of congestion because
Yeah.
it's Vegas.
100% of all of our work is here in town. Yeah.
Okay, so there's, yeah, so if you're close, you're not commuting. You're
Yeah.
there. That's pretty cool. Seems like a lucrative deal. If anybody is interested in this offer from Vegas Valley Fire, there's a website that you can see over here. I don't know, down there. Next to Matt. You can see it. You know where it is. I don't have to point. It's below Brian. If you go to vvfire.com/be my best, go there, check it out. Is Becky saying who's
Yes.
Chad again? Who's Chad? It's our Chad. Where is he? Where's other Chad? Oh, Becky said north. She doesn't drink coffee.
Oh, that's right. Neither does Chad. Dang it.
From LA to NY, everyone is in the ATL. Damn. Let me word it better. If you have NICET already, does your local licensor give you the license based on having NICET?
No.
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 It's
You'll have
Vegas,
to get it.
Tommy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it will help them better understand
Oh,
your
absolutely. Yeah, if they've already
knowledge.
gotten to that level, they would very easily obtain the G card once they gain sponsorship from a company. Yeah, very easily. So for us, the G card is the bottom certification, and then you can keep building on that as you go, where you can add an F card for fire alarm, and you can do standpipes, and you can do it all. Just keep building on that. But all of those tests are very easy.
Do y'all give any incentives for them to get additional cards to their G card?
Of course, because the second they start getting more cards, the more valuable they become.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Advancement is encouraged and supported. So we got
absolutely.
Becky says I'm going north. She doesn't drink coffee. The Matt Bass. I used to live in uh Decatur. Decatur? I loved that there was always cops around. Only thing is that they were always going with lights on.
Don't ever go to Decatur.
Matt, what's
All
the hardest
right. Ever.
AHJ to deal with, and how do you prepare for the inspection?
Henderson's definitely the hardest. So they really set the tone for the rest of the city, I feel like, where they adopt a lot of the new codes first, and once they do, every other AHJ really follows suit.
I like that. Maybe I'm late. Did Bobby go to work with Brian? No, I work at NAFCO. Brian also works here. He didn't get it.
He
Yeah,
came in after me.
Brian and I are both working at North American Fire Protection. You are correct, Justin. Justin Garman. It's a big change, you know? So if you're not on my Instagram watching my face every day, then you probably don't know. I'm down here in Atlanta. But I'm not living here. Oh, there's actually cops going by right now.
Welcome to Atlanta.
Welcome to Atlanta where the players play. Atlanta's a long way from Boston. Just here for the week, big guy. Or actually, I'm here till next week, but I still reside outside of Boston. What's up? What's up, fire sprinkler guy, Carlos? This
Carlos is
this
at the
is
best
fun.
down in like South Florida.
Yep. Got the 6 stickers. Got the
Yeah, when
fire.
he came on the show, he had the nice palm trees, his pool in the background on his back patio.
He's been pumping out videos. I see you,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah,
He's been
yeah.
pumping out
Hip
videos.
hop music.
Yep. I love it. I love seeing sprinkler videos. You know, some guys think they got to make like the greatest video ever. You really don't. You could post anything if it's sprinkler orientated. The sprinkler people are gonna like it and they're gonna watch it
Yeah,
Oh,
because
for
you
because
sure.
there's
just
not
go.
much.
You go all day on them.
Yeah. I mean, there's just so much to know. You can never know everything in fire protection. I don't
No,
care.
you can't.
I mean, you could be Matthew Krause. You don't know everything.
Yeah.
It's just way too
Is
much.
Vegas Valley heading to Orlando in June for NFPA?
We could very well possibly be going.
Let's go. We'll be there. Love to link up.
Yeah.
Let's go. What are some big jobs Matt's done? Oh, that's Chad. That's your Chad commenting. That's why Becky keeps saying, "Who's Chad?" Oh, it's making sense now. I'll tell you about a big job Matt did. Repiping the second largest flash freezer in the state of Nevada with a
Yeah.
negative 60-degree wind chill while it was 110 degrees outside. Let's talk about that one.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So
How the
another
hell?
company had come in and done an inspection, and I'm not very clear on what they did. It was a sore subject for the company. But whatever they did, they tripped the pre-action valves and filled every single pipe with water. So it all froze and it was absolutely brutal removing all that pipe, getting it all, and it was galvanized. So they wanted to save the pipe. They didn't want to just repipe it. We ended up taking it out piece by piece by piece,
And letting it
putting it,
thaw.
yeah, putting it in semi trucks with heaters, letting it
Oh
thaw.
my god.
Then the AHJ wanted it all hydro tested, putting caps on every single piece of pipe,
You're like
and then
10,
put,
like a 10-6 or a 20-footer, and you're hydro in it.
yeah, every single piece. Every branch
Oh,
line, every main, every single stick got caps and hydro.
how long did that
Oh
take?
my god.
It took us about 6 months, I believe. It was brutal.
Were y'all out there every day?
Every day,
And
all day.
so they didn't want to shut down the freezer, I'd imagine.
No, it was fully functioning the whole entire time. Every once in a while, they'd turn off the fans that were absolutely brutal, and you'd feel like you were normal in there for a few minutes, but then they'd tell you, "Hey, we got to turn them back on."
Dude, that's
So,
insane. I've heard about this stuff happening.
like best case scenario, you were getting 45 minutes in there at a time.
Geez, so once you drop the frozen, what was it, 6 inch, 8 inch?
Yeah, 6 inch.
It's
Yeah.
so
Yeah, so
heavy. It's so
on the
heavy
lift,
too.
it's immediately overweight.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Immediately bending rails.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
that's
geez.
big. Oh my god. It's a
Yeah.
gallon, the pipe alone's heavy, 8-inch pipe, and then each gallon, like each foot holds a gallon. It's like another 8 pounds, eight and a
Yeah.
half pounds, 8.5 pounds.
And it was galvanized.
Okay,
So
so
it
that's
was
like easy. It could
really
easily be probably like 1,000 pounds.
Hopefully that was T&M.
so I'm
Was
not
that?
sure how it worked back then. Obviously, I'm sure it was, but yeah, I was in the field at the time,
It's
so
gonna
that
be
was
a
before
T&M
my
job or I ain't doing it.
days.
Yeah, but you would have to suit up, and then you would go outside, and it'll be 100 and something degrees.
Yeah, it was yeah, that was the craziest part about it was putting all their gear on because they have special gear to wear in those
Right, like
freezers. And then
refrigerator and all that.
once you'd be in there for a little bit, you couldn't feel your fingers, couldn't feel your toes. So you'd want to go back outside and thaw out. And then you're sweating in 5 minutes outside and putting the gear back on and turning around and doing it
Oh
again.
my goodness, I
Oh,
couldn't
because it's so
imagine.
hot outside. That
Wow.
is screwy.
But yeah. But
Fire
Probably
yeah,
sprinkler guy, Carlos, happy
but
305 day. What's 305 day? That's gotta
I mean,
be
like Miami, right? I mean,
305. Does North American Fire use subcontractors? We're gonna let Becky answer that one in the comments because I'm not really sure. Maybe if we had to. Due to seniority, if Bobby and Brian were put on a crew, would Brian be the foreman? We could let him think he's the foreman.
it would depend on the job.
It would,
yeah,
yeah. That's a better
Yeah,
answer, I guess.
there you go.
we have very different
Yeah, Brian
skills.
and I are like not even in the same department.
No, not even close.
Different.
And if I
We're
go
different
over there, I
entities.
wouldn't know what to do. And if he came over here, he would for sure wouldn't know
That's
what to
it.
do.
That's it. We'll keep him over there. Joey Mack. I seen you type something and then delete it real quick, but we'll let it slide. Florencio, what up? Shout out to them Vegas fitters from Cali.
So what kept you at? I know they're listening, and tell your boss to leave the room. But
What?
what kept you at Vegas Valley Fire? Like, what's special about it?
I mean, to be honest, the we really do have a family atmosphere. And I know a lot of companies may say that or may promote it that way, but you really don't feel it until you've been somewhere for as long as I have. And I really feel like I can count on anybody in this building to help me with any problem I have.
That's a good
So
feeling.
it doesn't feel like anybody's too good for the next guy here, where from the top, Shane will help you in 2 seconds. Corey will help you in 2 seconds. It doesn't matter who you go to, they'll still set aside time and help you.
That's awesome.
And I know that that's not the case at other companies.
Is there any data centers in Vegas yet?
Data.
Uh,
I say
yeah,
data. You
What do you
say
say?
data?
yes, which is
Data.
Yeah,
good.
you say weird stuff, dude. You're from Georgia. You also say sale when you're supposed to say sell. Remember that?
Matt, what do you say? What is it? Data or data?
It's definitely data.
Data. So you're wrong.
No. You guys can both be wrong. That's okay. Oh, Mr. Worldwide, Dale, Becky. We hire our own employees, but we have used subcontractors before. Subs we have used is for insulators, underground, and fire alarm. See? She got the best answers. I wouldn't have been able to board that yet, but now I know. Jotting it down. Oh, Tyson's here. Matt from Vegas Valley Fire is on the pod. Let's go, Tyson. Tyson comes on here and fires everybody up with all the Vegas rules. Tells us all
Yeah.
we gotta follow all your Vegas rules and
So out of all the Vegas rules, which one's the craziest? Like which
I
one
mean,
you
Tyson's probably a better advocate for that rule because I know he's all over it and he's a great guy in our industry. I mean, everybody knows who he is.
passionate.
So,
yeah, he probably
yeah,
reads it for bed, cuddles with the code book for
yeah.
sure.
Definitely. He's got the code book on his nightstand, 100%.
Right. Yeah.
He's looking at it right now because we're talking about
Going through it right now looking for highlight codes.
it.
I got one. I got one. It's
I
in
gotta
here
find a
somewhere.
rule. Tyson, love
Hey,
you, miss you. Tell us about a VVFP promoting their own fitters from the field into design and how they set them up for success in the office. It's pretty
Oh,
yeah,
special,
so
actually.
yeah,
okay, so yeah, let's take, a guy comes in here and he starts his service. He's like, okay, I know I need to learn my way in the field and learn that stuff, but I really want to be a designer. So how do y'all go about that?
yeah. So anybody, we're willing to work with anybody's, wants and desires. If they feel like they're going to be better on a computer designing all day, then we'll absolutely do it. One of our guys, Anthony, actually was in the field for years and decided that he wanted to be a designer, and now he's rocking out as a designer.
That's
So
So
awesome.
while he was in the field, y'all assisted him with the certifications, and then you kind of worked his way in.
absolutely, yeah. Our vice president started at another company in California, I believe, Reliable, and he was just the shop guy, and he's worked himself all the way up to vice president here.
I love those stories
Yeah, me
of
too.
like the guy that was pushing the broom and now he's just like the boss. Those are my favorite stories.
Yeah.
Google was in Henderson. That was a fun one.
Yep,
That,
Google's in
that,
Henderson. We have
that,
Switch, which is another data center that's huge and heavily guarded.
But let's
yeah.
go back to that whole, aspirations, and y'all really working with them. Like that is not common. And I
Yeah,
think about it here on the show, and I tell them how not common it is. And I'm hoping like managers will listen to the show, owners will listen to the show, and kind of change their thinking. And then that's why people freaking leave, man.
of course.
Someone's
Yeah,
in the field, say, "Hey, I want to get into design. Can you help me?" Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just give us about 6 months, give us a year. We'll kind of get you started. Or if they want to go from sprinkler to fire alarm, or go into sales, um, or even
Give it to him.
deficiency repair quotes.
Just give it
absolutely.
to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't happen.
You
People
got
get
it.
what they're good at and be like, no, just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. You start
No, I mean,
studying.
as a manager and seeing how our owner operates, you've got to put people where they're best suited to be if you want to be successful. So really
Yeah.
nobody is stuck where they are right now, even as I sit here. If everybody in the whole entire company wanted to switch, we'd be willing to switch everybody.
I mean, Becky's in here for a quick example. I started off and I was kind of doing like Bobby's role, and for sure I was not nowhere as good as Bobby is in his role.
Thank you.
But once I came over to my role, I was like, oh, thank goodness. Like this is where this
Yeah.
is where I need to be. But I'm sure
Yeah.
like Becky, our boss, can see the difference. She's like, oh yeah, yeah, for
Of
sure.
course.
Like
Yeah.
I'm better here and Bobby's better there.
We see the benefit in watching someone's career blossom in front of us too.
That is great. I love it. I love it so much. Let's
That's
see.
incredible.
Keep the comments coming, guys. I love them. Keep the
Y'all are
comments
someone that I
coming.
would definitely want to come work with for sure.
It's 3 dash
And
5.
like
P05.
if a guy's like doesn't have a family or anything
I
and
got you.
single and young and why not
Yeah,
come and hang out in Las Vegas for a couple of years or start your career there? I mean,
absolutely.
that's fun.
Yeah.
That's a crazy experience.
Uh,
Ryan Johnson's got to be your buddy.
that's my best friend. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah,
So
he said that up at the top. He's asking, tell us about the concept of Vegas Valley and where it is at now, and how many employees are you up to?
Yeah, I feel like the concept here is do it right and create good relationships, you know. We don't have a single salesperson that works for our company, and we never
what?
have to
What?
date,
Really?
not one ever.
So how do
So
you grow?
you're 100% organically grown just by word of mouth and not only great work ethic, but great work quality. So we're very well known through all of our AHJs in town with how honest and how thorough we are as a company.
I like that.
And I feel like
Gotta have a great reputation.
when Ryan got me the job here, I want to say we had maybe 13 employees at the time, and now we're up over 70.
70.
70. Whoa.
Man, that's a lot of people to keep track of.
In one office?
Yeah. So, I mean,
Whoa.
the
That's
field the field guys are out in the field, so they're not really in here besides maybe in the mornings to stock a truck or get ready. But yeah, we're over 70.
dang. What do you
We
do
just
for
keep
Christmas
growing.
parties? Like, please.
So Shane actually we've been going to the same place for years and we've watched their company grow, to be honest. So there's a local barbecue place called Rollin' Smoke. And years ago it was like the owner showed up and it was really small, and now we've watched them grow as a company where they send 5 guys, they send 8 guys, now they have a little DJ booth set up, and
That's
it
cool.
it's cool to see the fact that we've used them over and over. We've really watched that company grow as well.
I love that little like a collaboration with the food place or where you guys throw parties.
And it's pretty seamless. You know, we clear out the shop and we bring in tables and chairs and
Oh, they bring
everybody.
the party to you.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
all
that's
here.
cool.
We
And
do a
you
big
have enough room in the
raffle.
shop for 70 people.
Yeah,
That's a
That's a
lot of
big shop.
that's a lot of
we got a
people. That's a
big
big
shop.
party.
Yeah. So yeah, we've grown 3 times just since I've been here. So we were in one small space and then we ended up getting the space next to us. And then we outgrew that area. So now we've moved again to an even larger shop.
Growth. I love it. What Vegas things does Matt do on his time off?
So Matt doesn't have a lot of time off. Yeah.
Yeah, neither do I.
No, I've got my work family and the family that I really created first, and then at home I have a wife and 4 kids. And
I think one of your kids is in here. Jackson?
oh yeah, yeah, that's my
Hey
oldest.
Dad, it's your son, Jax. This is
Ah,
so
that's so
cool.
cool, man.
That is
Yeah,
freaking cool.
Awesome. Hey,
yeah,
your
he's
dad's on
on.
the Dope and Tape show. I
Your
know it
dad's
doesn't mean
famous.
anything. So cool.
Employee
Yeah,
development is paramount to the success of a company.
absolutely.
Jimenez, the Matt Bass, and it doesn't say the Matt Bass. That's just how I read it. The fact that they don't have a sales team tells you everything about their company. To get work like that, you have to produce.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that's crazy.
Just get
No
referrals. Like
sales guys. Like, oh yeah, we want Vegas Valley Fire back.
Yeah,
that's impressive. I mean, so you have several things
Oh, I
like
missed some.
no salespeople, and
Damn, you
then
guys
you've
are
been there for 18 years. Management's been there for a decade as well. I mean, those
cranking.
are all clear as day signs.
yeah,
It's a great company.
You guys are
yeah.
cranking the comments, and
I really think we do it right here for
I
sure.
love when that happens. That is cool. The Mister. Don't even know when someone subscribes while we're live and it pops up like that. It's like my most favorite thing.
The best.
That is
We're
awesome.
trying to get to 1,000 subscribers.
We
We
just
want to
got
see
one
that.
more. It like
Hey,
it makes a little sound. I don't know if the stream sees it or what, but it pops up on my screen and I freaking love it.
today could be the day.
Um, VV makes you wait 2+ years for a G card. I don't think that's what
Uh,
he's. I don't think that's what he said.
I mean, it depends on your skill level. We're not gonna put somebody who just started as an apprentice into full-blown foreman, G card, go run your own job
Yeah,
after a few weeks.
that makes total sense.
Yeah. Yeah. They
So
have
you
to,
put
Oh,
it
so
at
your
a
G card is kind of like you get when you're a fitter, or you get when you're a journeyman
Yes.
type thing?
Yeah. So the G card is when you can actually start touching fire equipment.
Oh, okay.
For that, you have to be with somebody who has a G card on them.
I gotcha. So it's like that's like
So it's
your
like when you become a foreman, I suppose how you guys would do it,
okay. Huh.
where you're an apprentice for a couple years, and the minute you finally start getting that leeway to run your own ship, then that's when you would get your G card.
Oh, that makes sense. Like when if you're a good journeyman or you good
Yeah.
fitter.
Can you do inspections as well, or you
But
have to get
yeah.
different cards?
Yes, yeah. So your G card allows you to do inspections on sprinkler equipment as well. There are a couple specifications that need different, like standpipes has their own certification, and working on plastic has its own certification. But the G card really encompasses a lot of what the state does here.
Okay.
But if you're a foreman in another state and then you came to Vegas to be a foreman for us, you'd be getting your G card next week, not in 2 years.
Oh, okay. So
So
that makes sense. Thanks for clearing that up. Daryl, your buddy's here. Brian, Daryl.
yeah, you probably just made it home.
You guys are awesome. So are your what is this? So are your estimators responsible for winning the bids? Ultimately, the sale's got to be happening. Someone has to quote and price.
Of course, yeah. So in my department, we've just started taking over some of the service quoting, and we have a department that we've just created to be the sales department, but really it's just working with our already current vendors that we take care of.
Yeah, you have to have someone quoting,
Yeah,
especially
that's who's creating
repairs.
our quotes.
Oh,
But
Yeah,
I got
we
you.
don't
So
have a single person knocking on doors, and we're
right.
not sending out flyers to anybody with none of that whatsoever.
That's incredible.
awesome. Who taught
Still
Matt
have
how to be a fitter?
Ryan Johnson.
That's who asked.
Of
That's who asked the question.
course he did. He wants
That's.
to take that credit.
Oh,
He can truly have it, you know. Without him and bringing me on to this company, I wouldn't be where I am today, and I feel extremely grateful to him all the time.
that's awesome.
You remember your first day?
Good shit, Ryan.
Yeah, I do. It was painful. I remember
Yeah,
it.
what did you do?
Yeah, I got handed a box of plugs and was told to dope and tape them, put them out on a sheet of drywall. And I doped and taped it, put it on the sheet of drywall, thought I was good to go. Went and told the foreman, "Hey, I'm done." He said, "There's no way." And he walked over to that sheet and then pointed at the ground, and there was 10 more boxes.
Oh,
That's awesome.
oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I think I called Ryan and said this can't be real life. Like this is what I'm doing. But you know, that only lasted a couple days before I really learned what the company was all about and how many different facets there were, and it really took off from there.
How many of us started with doping and taping? Like, all right, kid, go tape all the heads.
So my first day, I almost lost my hand.
What?
My hand almost got crushed in a machine.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh, that
my
sounds like
first
something
day.
you would do.
Yeah.
First day, the machine didn't even have an on-off, like it didn't have a foot pedal.
Oh.
So the guy was like, I've done this when I was like 15 for like several years, and then now I was like 18 or 21 at the time, first day back. And then the guy was like, yeah, put this T on this pipe, blah blah blah. And then I didn't know that it got like really tight. And then I had a tungsten ring on, and it was the pipe, it was the pipe wrench and then the bar, and it got stuck between here. There's no foot pedal, and then I couldn't reach over to turn it on or off, so it was just going rah, 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 rah. And then the foreman came over here and just grabbed it off here, and I'm like, what the heck?
Oh my
And then
god.
the first day when I was with my dad as an apprentice, he got pissed off and wanted to fire me. He's like, "You're lucky you're my son, or I would
Oh my gosh.
I dropped I'm always been super healthy, and I dropped like a yogurt a little bit in his work truck. He got pissed. He was like, "You're a sprinkler fitter. Eat a biscuit like a man." It's like,
Matt Bass. I got yelled at my first day because I was left-handed, and my foreman thought it looked like I was putting the tape on backwards. Wait, so
Yes.
you were left-handed? You are left-handed, or now you're ambidextrous, Matt.
Or you
It
just
would
take
be
it back.
fitting for Matt to be ambidextrous. But yeah, with the left hand, the left
Yes.
hand tapers is like it's totally like, or when you're like upside down like looking at the thread and you get like confused, you feel like a lefty.
You
Yeah.
just put it on
Are
like you would.
left-handed.
I think every time you watch a lefty tape for the first time, you think they're doing it
You're
wrong no
looking at
matter
it and you're like,
what.
wait a second, and you gotta like kind of turn yourself
Yeah.
the like the right way.
Yeah.
Well, think about it. When you do a machine, you're on that side anyway.
Oh yeah, how's a
So
lefty?
you just tape it just like you would
Yeah.
on the machine.
Yeah, when you're on the machine, you got to be putting tape
Use
on
the
with your right
machine
hand, right?
for perspective.
You
Use
can't
the
No,
left
machine
hand
I
tape on the
format.
I've
machine.
totally seen them cross over and try to tape it with their left hand still. That's when you say you got to figure it
You
out.
got to
Right.
figure it out the right hand,
Tape them
man.
with your right hand from now on.
That's right.
Yeah, right hand up in the air, left hand for me down at the bottom.
The threading machine is like set up for righties.
Yeah,
I just
for sure.
realized that.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Best company I've ever worked for, from helper to inspector and fire extinguisher tech, and now project manager, estimator, 10 years and counting. Great environment, Vegas Valley Fire. Woo! That's the Mister.
That's a lot of different roles. That's
Yeah.
all.
Just wanted to say Vegas Valley Fire Protection is everything to me personally. My dad worked there for many years, and he is the reason Matt and I ever met. VVFP was a huge part of my life as a child and now as a wife and mother. Thank
Yeah.
you. That's the wife again.
Yeah. Yeah. Her dad used to work here. He works at a local company in town. And, if that wouldn't have happened, we wouldn't be together for sure.
Whoa.
And we appreciate her in here watching,
Yeah.
I mean, fire
supporting the
protection is
husband.
actually part of your life.
I
So when
mean,
y'all
it's,
get together for family events, y'all just talk about fire protection?
yeah,
Yeah.
unless Ryan's there.
Yeah.
Ryan hates talking about work at family events.
Oh yeah.
Hates it.
But here he is at
Here
9 o'clock
he
at
is.
night watching us talk about work.
Yeah.
I just talk
Yeah.
about work at
I
all
mean,
of
this
All
is
the time.
definitely this is
yeah.
definitely pushing it for him. So
He's
I'm probably gonna owe him after this.
Ask Matt about his management style. He's a company man, but also a man of the people. Ask him how he juggles both sides of the axe. That's
Yeah.
Ryan.
It's a hard thing to do for me for sure because I'm so passive at times where I truly try to learn my guys and learn what their kids are into, learn what their habits are, learn what they like to do on their time off, and I try not to mess with that. And I try to really lean into it and ask them what they're doing in their personal life and get close to them because everyone that comes here, I want them to stay forever. I want to see them grow. It's one of the most fulfilling parts of my job is to watch somebody go from the bottom and then work themselves up and they start at the bottom, with no confidence whatsoever. And then a couple of years later, you see them running full speed and you get to see that you helped make that happen. And that's a really special thing for sure. That's the best part of management.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Watching him grow. The young apprentice that just spreads his wings and
Yeah.
becomes the good
And like
foreman.
my apprentice that's no longer apprentice, um, for sure no longer. I
Just
mean, he
call him
just got
Alex,
his,
bro. Everybody knows Alex.
yeah, but he doesn't.
Oh, yeah, he
He doesn't.
doesn't. Just say like a guy
Yeah.
that, Alex used to work with him.
Hmm.
Alex used to be my apprentice back in the day. He just got his truck, and it just made me so proud.
Oh, that's right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
so
just
good.
I just had one get his truck a couple weeks ago and it was special to watch him and now that I'm older I'm able to look at it from a different perspective and see that I was that young overzealous guy at one point too and you have to kind of slow them down and ensure them that you're there for them and you're pointing them in the right direction because they just want to go full speed and watching him grow has been huge for the company and I think a lot of his worries where he just wanted to go full speed from the start and he's a great guy. um, I think he appreciates the time that he put in to get to where he's at now.
Yeah, you got to appreciate that. I mean, we've all taken this long. You climb the ladder.
Yeah.
I say
Yeah.
that
And
figuratively and literally, like you're climbing the ladder from the
and
bottom
I
to the
Yeah.
said it
top.
I said it 100 times, and some days he really let it sink in, and other days he wanted to be a fitter the next day. So it was a give and take with him for sure, and now he's doing it. So it's really special to see that particular person grow. And a lot of the guys like Tyler that's in the comments, I know he's running huge jobs now and he's doing big things. And I saw him when he was just learning how to dope and tape for the first time. So that was cool too.
That is
I
cool. You've
mean,
seen a lot of growth, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's awesome. And when you have new employees and even current employees, how you keep them around is you give them a purpose
yeah,
for the future, something to chase.
yeah,
It's when people get stagnant and feel like, oh, I'm gonna be here forever. The company's not supporting me and getting more certifications. There's not a future. That's when they leave. But it
absolutely.
sounds like y'all are doing all the right things.
Papa's
Yeah.
watching, but he can't figure out how to comment.
Yeah, I feel like every single one of the managers is the same exact way that I am. If any of them were sitting here, they'd tell you the same thing, and they're all willing to help all of their guys move up.
I'm happy to be a part of this, to get you guys new guys. And it sounds like they're gonna have great careers at Vegas Valley Fire.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
I'm wicked grateful for this partnership too, and hopefully, if anybody's watching and you're loving what Matt and Vegas Valley Fire are talking about right now, again, there's a link above the logo. I think it's this way. I keep pointing. Point down, Brian. Can you point down with your right hand? Boom, right there. vvfire.com/be my best. If you guys want to relocate to Vegas, this is your guy right here.
Yeah.
The wife says Papa's watching, but he can't figure out how to comment.
Oh, dang.
What a great company. With great company comes great people. Sounds like a
Yeah,
great company. Love to hear it.
yeah,
Hmm.
It's I actually had a guy today message me, hey, I wanna go and do inspection somewhere else. Like I'm nice at level two. He's been doing it for a long time. I was like, just wait, just come watch the show tonight.
Yeah,
Watch the
yeah,
show.
what is
yeah,
Matt
100%.
is
Yeah,
right. To
that's good.
watch a person you hire as a green helper now become a manager or foreman is the best of
Oh, it's the best.
what our job should be. That is the
There's
best part.
nothing better.
Like so that's I mean we're talking stories here. I got a story like little Bobby. I got little Bobby. He worked at McDonald's on Friday and he was my apprentice on Monday and he was just dumb as a doorknob. He knew nothing. He's just an 18-year-old kid. And it took him a while to learn it, but he is now running the show. Kids working in hospitals and doing major shutdowns and he's one of the best now in local 550. And
Yeah,
I I take credit for that. That was my guy. Like I've worked with him for like 10 years. The first 10 years of his career, that was my go-to guy. My number 2, shout out to little Bobby. He's driving around in my van right now, my old van. She likes to go 82, kid, all right? Keep it to the floor. Florencio says, "Thank you, dudes. Good night." Flo, thank you for the support. Always here. Chad, great show. That's your Chad, right? That's not our
That's
Chad. That's your Chad.
that.
Isn't he like right
yeah.
there with you?
Here somewhere in the
Chad,
building.
Chad,
Yeah.
thanks for reaching out. I mean, Chad I think Chad set this up, right? Chad.
Yeah, yeah. He's been pivotal for the company, to be honest. I was kind of prehistoric in my managerial skills and the way the department was running. And then Chad came in and really developed a lot of processes and brought us to the forefront that we are at today. And it's been cool. It's been
Shout
special.
out to Chad. And Chad set this up, and we appreciate
Wow.
you guys. And yeah, I think that's it. We got no more questions. That's it's already past 10. That was a quick hour. These go by
Yeah.
faster every time,
Yeah, that was quick.
right? We got a lot of comments. We had like 30. I think we might have had our most viewers ever, like 35. We have 37 people watching right now. This thing says right now
That's
as we speak.
awesome.
That's a big number. That's like probably one of our highest live numbers, and that's awesome. Thank you everybody. Thank you for
Thank
watching.
you guys so
Thank you
much.
for tuning in. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Tag us on Instagram on your stories, and If you're looking for a job in Las Vegas with a great company, hit them up. Click that link I keep on talking about down there, and that's it. We'll see you guys. We'll see you Thursday. Matt,
Yep.
thank you for coming on.